Good morning. Oops. Today is the 25th of May 2025. The time now is 5:45 in the morning. And so I just woke up not long ago to the most severe attack that I think I've had of all the years that they have been attacking me. I mean, it is really, they really are trying to hurt me, but I'm still here. But anyway, I was showing those look like some type of bugs or something. Cause they out there every night for the last I don't even know how long it's been. Maybe I know it's been at least a month. Okay, when I'm standing from a distance, they look different than they do when I'm close up on them. They look bigger when I'm looking at them from a distance. Maybe from my chair, and then when I come up on it, they look long and skinny. But when I'm over at my chair, they look thicker or bigger. And so last night I was in here and I started seeing a bunch of things flying by my channel 1 camera, but it wasn't by any of the other ones. So I know this is something someone is doing. So I'm gonna show it the how this stuff fly by this one camera. But I got 3 cameras in the front yard, but it didn't go by but one camera. So I'm gonna pause it so you can see. Okay, so I wanted to show how stuff is flying around at night, but I don't think they are. I think it's some type of projector. So this is something someone is doing because once it turned day, you just don't see this stuff anymore. Um, right now, the cameras in the back are changing from night to day, and you can just see all the energy out there. I'm gonna turn it around before you can't see. Okay, so I was just trying to show how the energy is outside. Um, I can't just go out there and just be outside. But one thing, we surrounded by people attacking us, attacking me because my sister can't go. She can't even get out of bed. Uh, but anyway, when I woke up, and there's something up under the house that is steady blinking, and it's all out there in the yard. And you can see it at night, but I'm seeing this probably because it's up under the house. It's dark up under the house. But once it started turning day, you can't see those things flying around out there anymore. So only thing I could think of is that it is spiritual, or it's something someone projected over here, like you do movies. That's why they have it so dark when you go to watch a movie or something. But there be a lot of things happening out there that I don't think you can see during the daytime because of the light. But I think it's still going on. But those little bug-looking things, I have gone out there and I can see nothing. That's why I think someone is projecting that. Because I went out there, was it last week? I think it was, and sprayed some flying insect spray. I didn't even go back into the system to see what had happened. But they were still out there. Because I don't think that nothing we do in the natural. But as you see, they got it right well. My cameras are sitting right at my plants. Now I'm seeing two of those things flickering up under the porch. And at the bottom of the porch, like the long piece of board, I had said something about how it looked like it's a shadow of water up under there. And when I said that, they changed it. You can still see something moving on the board, but it's not the way it used to be. That's why I know this is something that is being done. But I just can't go out there because it burns me. Sometimes even when I just go take trash out, long enough just to take the trash out my feet. If the sun is really bright out there, because I think that fake sun is releasing something, whatever that is that caused the feet to burn, I think it's coming from that sun. And especially if I go out on the ground and it goes through my shoes. And even if I take my shoes off, my feet still burning. But this morning when I woke up, this stuff was just, it was the worst attack that I've had. And they steady puffing up my body. That's the only way I can explain that it's puffing me up. Like you take kernel corn and you pop it and then it fluff up the popcorn. That's the way my body is doing. That's the way my body is doing. It's not making me heavy. It's making me fluffy. That's the only way I know how to explain it. I don't have the words to explain what they're doing to me. But the purpose of them doing this to me. What is the purpose of them doing this to me and my sister? This only thing I can just say that this is just pure hatred, pure evil, pure wickedness. And to see so many people involved in this. To see so many people that really want to hurt you. It's just hard for me to just believe. It's really, that's why I guess why other people don't believe you. Because it's just hard to believe so many people and so many black people want to hurt us. just because they can make money. They're willing to destroy people's lives. I've heard one man said it, and that's from the other house. The first man that was working in the house beside us. And he had a daughter. The daughter, she didn't care about hurting us, so she lied. But there was something about these people. There's something about these people that it's not right. I had on a camel glasses, and I went out. I was out. I went outside, and she was coming. Now my camera was on, but it didn't video her. And I walked right up to her because I was going to my mailbox. She was passing the mailbox. It didn't video her. And a lot of time when I be outside and these people pat my even I'm talking about my cameras, the one I had up on the house. And I know they should have videoed them, and it didn't. Cause I had to think about it. I'm not always seeing them with the phone in their hands. I know some of them will stop driving or stop doing what they're doing and start punching in their cell phone. That will keep the camera from recording. But this girl, she didn't have her phone. There's other people, they didn't have their cell phone, but they didn't record them. But one time I was going around the house, and he was sitting in, the father was sitting in his car. And when I got around the house, he spoke, he said, hello, ma'am. And his eyes, all I saw was white. All I saw was white in his eyes. I had made something to put down, those little things with all the different type of minerals and stuff in it. That's what I was doing. And I heard him telling his daughter, we got to get that up. But I started having bad dreams, thinking that it had something to do with those things. So I took them up myself and threw them away. But now I'm realizing those bad dreams was coming from them. It was coming from them. They're making me have bad dreams now. Sex dreams. And I know that's not me. I mean, it's not just sex dreams. Not me having sex, but it's sexual. Crazy stuff that don't even make no kind of sense. And so I had to start rebuking those dreams, because I know this is not no regular. It don't even make no sense. The dream don't even make no sense. And it's not, well, I'm having sex, but it's showing sexual about parts, and it don't even make sense, the stuff that is in the dreams. So I know that's coming from them. Years ago, they had started giving me those crazy dreams, and this girl told me to make a aluminum forehead and wrap it maybe about 16 times, and I did. And that's what I was asleep with it on my head, and the dream stopped. So I may need to start back again, because they're trying to, just so I can read my Bible. So y'all might have to see me reading my Bible with aluminum foil on my head or something. Maybe they won't be able to attack my pineal gland. I don't know, because now they just feel like they could just put me to sleep. I have been typing up this letter, and I have to keep stopping. I started it about 3 times, because they keep putting me to sleep. I mean, they have me pure dizzy, because they don't want me to write that letter, but I'm gonna finish it. I just got to figure out how I'm gonna get it mailed. I don't want to put my name on it. And And you know, y'all be saying, I had someone tell me, I be telling them what's happening, and I'm telling them that they already know what I'm doing. They see me typing it. That's why they put me to sleep. Y'all are understanding for y'all to be saying that y'all are targeted individuals. They watching every little thing that I do. And I know I'm not no more special than y'all are. So y'all should be going through the same thing I'm going through instead of coming against me. They know everything I do. They watching every little single thing that I do. That's why they know when I'm going outside. As soon as I open the door, I'm start hearing these taps. Because they watching me going to the door. I really think that they are tag teaming. Like when the lady in front of us, when she leave, the white dude over there, he stay home. When she come back, then he can leave. But then they the older people over there too. The people beside us, but see the people beside us can't see me where they can if they looking on their monitor. They see also, but I don't know if they can attack me from over on the side of us because of the porch and out in the house. I don't know. I really don't know. Cause the girl on this side, I guess she works, but she be home at times too. But I have caught her attacking me in the backyard. I had took out some trash. When I turned around, she had her phone up, turned towards us, and she was looking backwards. And then when I came in the house and went into my system, her and the guy, both of them was had their phones clicking over here. You can see the phone clicking and the light. So they had been out there a little while before I went outside attacking over here. Like I said, they can type with their cell phones. I don't know how all this stuff works. I do know that it works because I've been hit a few times with cell phones. I only been inside the mall one time where I just went shopping. Well, I went shopping. I was with somebody else. And these people followed me the whole time. They were two guys. And I keep saying black because that's what they are. And I'm saying black because they did all of that when George Floyd, when they said George Floyd was murdered. And they did all of that all over the seas and stuff. Saying Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. But you got black people. He dead. I'm still alive. Being murdered by black people. Mostly. Because there are different races involved in this too. I'm not going to just put it all on black people. But the majority of the people who are attacking me are black. I lived in black neighborhoods. Mostly. Because there are people behind us that's white. And there are people in front of us that's white. And then the people that when you go down and make that right turn, all those people are white. All of them that go back there are white. And they more and more going back there. I think they all witches. I really believe they all witches. And I think they be doing witchcraft all night long. But that woman with that blue station wagon looking car, I don't even know if she sleep because she be out there all night long. And then she be riding past by here all through the day. I'm wondering, I don't even know if they human. I really don't. I just think they need all this frequency so they can continue looking like us. And I know for a fact they other beings here. Other than us. But they look like us. But they act different. They are busy. They real busy. And I done live by some. And I kind of feel like that white dude over there. And that black woman that live in front of us. I just feel like they may have been real people. But I think they get taken. And I think that's what that movie is taking is all about. Because they tell you what they're doing. And that movie They Not Like Us, I really think that's what he's. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know everything. I just be guessing and think that I feel deep in my spirit that they are taking people. What they're doing with them, I don't know. I do know that they taking people out of dead people out of the grave. So why take dead people out of the grave when you can just take live people? They move fresher. So I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I don't know what's gonna happen to my sister. I know she's under attack. Last night they kept burning my feet, so I said, let me go ahead and check on my sister. And she was just her eyes up some kind of way. So I know she's on attack, heavy attack, but I can't feel her pain. I just know when I'm attacked, she probably is too. Because last night when I was getting her ready for bed, I just couldn't stand on her floor because it was burning my feet so bad. And so it's not just on the floor. It rises up. Like I said, we are submerged under this stuff, and this how they can just attack our feet and stuff. And they was attacking the back of my neck right here, just like one little spot. They just kept burning me in that one spot, and they were burning me on the side of my head. So they burning me in 3 different places: on the side of my head, behind my neck, and on my feet. Oh, I got to cut that ceiling fan off. It's cold in here. I'm just rubbing my arms. And my arms feeling irritated for one thing. But I be I was trying to prepare not prepare I can't even say the word. But I was reading my Ethiopian Bible, and I was reading my King James compare. I was trying to compare the scriptures, and I did see. I went back trying to check the Ethiopian Bible because there's something in the King James Bible in the first part of Genesis, but they were making me so dizzy I couldn't even function right. They're trying to make it where I can't read my Bible or pray. But I saw a video where they were saying that all that chemtrails that they putting in the sky is trying to kill the God gene, because they the gene in our brain that when you believe in a higher power, and it don't have to be the Almighty God, it could be Allah or whoever, or Buddha. If you have a religious belief, that gene lights up. And I had saw a video last year, or either year before last, where this man was talking about that. He was in a meeting and he was saying how they was trying to kill that gene because they want you to be able to worship. When the Antichrist show himself, they want you to worship that beast. And so day before yesterday, I think it was, I saw another video talking about the God gene. That's what the chemtrails is up there for, to kill the God gene, so that you won't worship no God. They only want you to worship who they want you to worship. Everything that's being done is leading to the one world order. Everything. That's why they got such a problem with Captain. And I wonder, I even wonder about that. I keep getting this weird feeling, but I think I see the good, all the good that he's doing. But I think about something that he's also doing where no one can own the land but the government. I wonder about that. And then I understand it too, where these people can't just come in and buy up the land, cause like in South Africa, they only 7% of white South Africans, but they got 70 somewhat of the land. So that's why they're making this great big deal, trying to make like it's genocide going on, which is not. And Trump ought to be ashamed of himself. He really should be ashamed. And I'm ashamed of him. He's the president of this country, and then he'll just sit in front of the camera and just tell lies. Because there is no genocide of black South Africans doing to the white South Africans. Even the white South Africans has talked against the ones that's leaving. You got 70-something% of the land that you're doing nothing with. The black South Africans want their land back because you went over there and stole it. And you're doing nothing with the land. They want to do stuff with the land. And that's why I can't understand. Like I said, I don't like talking about white people, because it's not all white people. So if it's not you, then don't worry about it. But there's too much hatred in white people against us. When you the one that come to the land where other people is already at, and then you changing everything. You come in with your laws, with your government, and expect everybody to follow. You whiten out everything. Everywhere you go, the people that's there already are black. And then you go whiten them up. Just like in Australia. How they was taking the dark-skinned children and whiten them up. Making it where when they grow up, they mate with the whiter people and whiten up everything. The Bush people were black people. They probably still are dark, but they're not dark like they was. The people that was originally here in this country were dark people, and they whiten them up. And then they trying to make it seem like dark people, we just evil. But it ain't us. We not the one that's going everywhere darking up the people. We not the one going into other countries with our laws and killing the people that's already there and making them go by our laws and our rules. I did a oral presentation one time about Blackfoot Indians. They said one of my grandfathers was Blackfoot. That he was a very dark-skinned man. They came to this land by following the animals that they used to eat. They hunt, and they came across the ocean on ice. Following I guess you call them, they look like elephants, but they were the big things, the mammal or whatever you call them. That's how they got over here in this country. They was here already before the white people ever came here. And I don't know, people keep trying to say that that there was two bloodlines. There were different bloodlines between the Africans and the Israelites. But how can it be two different bloodlines? I mean, you ain't making no kind of sense. You're doing some stupid, idiotic stuff. How can it be two bloodlines when they come from the same daddy and mama? Because the Bible says the only people that were on that ark was Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and his 3 sons' wives. So this girl was saying that Ham, and just like I said, what the Bible says, to undress to see your father's nakedness is to have sex with his wife or his daughter. So she was saying that Noah's wife wasn't Ham's mother. But I don't, that's not what the Bible says. It don't say that he had two wives or he had a wife, another wife. When in the Bible, when a man had a second wife, they always talk about, let you know that there was another wife. Just like when let me see, it was Abraham. Yeah, Abraham, when Sarah died and he got another wife, he let us know that. So they don't say that Noah had another wife and she died in head. Because I think Japheth, Japheth, Shem, and Ham was twins. I mean triplets. I believe they were triplets because it only said that talk about Noah having children one time. Just like I believe Cain and Abram was twins. Because it only say that Adam knew Eve one time, but she had two sons. So I think they was twins. But anyway, they trying to kill the God gene in me. Where that'll never happen, because I'm gonna keep. I know God, and I know, even though I'm going through what I'm going through, and I don't know why. Because I know God can stop it, and I don't know why he won't stop it. I just don't know. It's something that I have to go through. I reckon. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to be able to prove what we're going through, because who we going to go to prove it when the judges and the lawyers are part of this too. I saw a video where the white people, I guess I don't know if they said they were the KKK or what, but they are practicing like they're in the military, preparing for war. And I was just thinking, after all these years, the KKK is still functioning. But where is the Black Panther? Where is the Black Panther that was there for the black people? The government, with Eisenhower, whoever it was, they got rid of the Black Panthers. That was to protect the black people protection. But the the KKK is still in action after hundreds of years, because during slavery they was a KKK. After slavery they was a KKK. Even now they're the KKK. They just trade in their white sheets for some other type of uniform. I got to cut that fan off. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I did see video where they're talking about they're going to try and they plan by 2030 is to turn, they will to cancel out cell phones. There'll be no cell phones, smartphones and stuff like that, because people are going to be the cell phones. They're trying to do everything to turn people into clay and iron, to make people technology. They're making us antennas. That's why we just submerged under all this frequency, and they putting this stuff all in our bodies, swelling us. They don't even care what it's doing to it. But I'm afraid of it exploding. The way this stuff be rushing up in my body, I'm just scared of exploding. I mean, it'd be Like you cut a faucet on and just turn it wide open. The most power that can come out of a faucet. I feel like that's what they're doing to me. The most power that could come out of whatever this is, that this stuff is coming up through this floor, coming in my vagina and in my rectum, coming up in my body, is what they're doing to me. I saw that white dude over there. I don't know what, because I keep wondering what they doing down there at the end of this street. Because sometimes they'll walk past here and they'll go down to the end of this street, and they don't just turn around and come right back. Some of them do, but there's a purpose for them to walk all the way down to the end. And some of them will stay down there for me. So I've never been down there. As far as I've been is at this house. The far as I've been is to this street. I did put our address in and go through the neighborhood, and there's a lot of houses. There's a dead end, but it's a trailer park. But there's a lot of apartments, like that 2-story apartment. That's not the only one. There's other apartments like that. Because the far as I've been is here, right here. You know, I feel like, you know, I'm not I feel like I just did too much trying to help my sister, and I got myself in a really, really, really bad place. A really bad place. And I feel like my daughters are taking advantage of that. Taking advantage of it. Because I'm like just stuck in this house to take care of her. And nobody don't seem to care, you know, about me. They, you know, they want to use me and just use me up, and they don't care about my mental state, my happiness. It's just I'm here, and they want to, whatever I have, they want to just take it. They just want to take it and just leave me in a bad place. Just like my grandson that kept coming here with his sad stories and sad stories and sad stories, till all my savings that I had saved up is gone. Now he don't even come around. So I don't know if there's some type of witchcraft on my family, where they're using them, manipulating them to come to me and to take everything I have. I don't know. I have heard that they can do that, and that could be what's happening. I don't know. But I'm in a sad place right now. Because I can't just get out and walk. Somebody was telling me I need to get out the house and get fresh. There ain't no fresh air. If I go outside, I'm breathing in more technology, more chemtrail stuff that's falling down out of the sky. It ain't just staying up there. It's coming down. There are all kind of stuff out there that you can't see in the daytime, but you see it. If you got digital cameras, you can see it floating around. Something look like smoke be floating past my cameras at nighttime. And I don't think it's just being at nighttime. I think it's out there in the daytime too. And I think there's something all on our porch. Because I could go out there and get a headache. I really feel like it's gonna get so bad that we can't even go outside. And it's gonna be hard to even be inside your house, because that fake sun is shining down on our homes. And those who are under attack, they'll probably be the one that they shine on it the most. Oh. And I just want some of the people that be contacting me. I don't think everybody is a talking individual. I still may talk with you, but I'm not going to go to your videos and stuff like that, because I see there are people that don't believe like I do. I'm not into witchcraft. I'm not into psychic. I'm not into all this extra stuff. I'm not into that. And I don't want nobody trying to lead me to that. What you into, that's you. I'm not going to your channel. If I do, I go one time and I see something that I don't believe in, then I'm not going to keep going. So don't try to trick me into going to somebody's channel, because I will block you where you can't come on mine. Because this is my life and I'm being tortured. It's not no game. And I don't know what's wrong with some of you people. You just heartless. I mean, you really are heartless that you want to play games with somebody that's being tortured. It's not, it ain't nothing about what's going on with us. It's fun. This is real life. And what they're doing to me is it's really, sometimes I want to feel sorry for people that you got that type of heart that you can just day after day after day you can just hurt somebody, and you feel like just because you're not putting your hands on them that you're not, but you doing worse than putting your hands on them, because this frequency is doing way worse to us than you laying your hands on us or you beating us up. You can't take my soul. I'm itching. They want to digitize our soul and put it in a computer. And y'all so stupid. Y'all helping them. What you think they're going to do to you and your children and your grandchildren, your bloodline? What you think they're going to do to you? Y'all helping them to get to the place they want to get. And they want to get depopulation. They want us, humanity, off the earth. They want to bring slavery back. They creating giants. They creating dragons. The things of Noah, the days of Noah is coming back. Y'all helping them. They want to have people where they're going to be bloodthirsty. They want to attack you and kill you like the zombies. They not, them zombie movies and vampire movies is not just there just for entertainment. They telling you what they're doing. People are going missing. And I keep hearing these stories of people out in the woods in abandoned buildings and something is feeding off of them. I don't know if these stories are real or not. I really don't. I don't know. But I do believe there are other things here. I think they're experimenting and creating stuff that they using to people to feed. Like an experiment that go wrong. So I really don't know what's true and what's fake. Is there anything that is fake? I don't know. I know the sun is fake and the moon is fake, but I'm talking about down here. They just something just things are just going to the real bad. That we got president leaders. I mean, these people are psychopaths. They are really crazy. And they trying to make war with Africa because Africa is waking up. They getting leaders that's not going to keep taking your crap. Where you think you could just come in and take Africa resource. I don't understand the African leaders from the past. They got leaders that's been leading Africa for 40 years. And just letting these people come in and take the resources and just leaving the black people just poor. Not all of Africa is poor. There's some people that living really well, and they should be fighting against these African leaders that's letting these people come in and take the resources. The whole continent of Africa should be doing well. There shouldn't be one person in Africa, all of Africa, that's hungry, homeless. They shouldn't be nowhere in Africa where they slums, because they the one with the resources. As much resources that's in Africa. There shouldn't be no slums. Because these people feel that you're dumb. That you're idiots. That they can come in with their slick tongue and just tell you a story and make you think that you need them when they need you. You the one with the resources. They're coming in your country taking the resources. And nobody from Africa probably ain't gonna see this video, but I'm talking out of my heart. Because these people from France and America, and they probably talking cash junk about these black men that's allowing them to come in and do this crazy mess, and China. All the countries that's been going into Africa, taking the resources and giving back nothing. Giving back nothing because they using a slick tongue to make the African men that, black people don't need nothing. They have said it. I've seen videos where the white man said that they one that deserved the gold and stuff in Africa, but not Africa. Now they said that right on video. They talk about how black people don't need to be into the one world order. They talk about that right on camera and post it on the internet. But they waking up. But they trying to kill the young 37 years old. 20 attempts on his life. And see, these white leaders, they think so little of black people that they'll offer them money, knowing they poor, and poor people are trying to take that money if they can't see the whole picture. Because it's not just about your family, it's about the whole people. The whole people. And see, these leaders, they only think about just their family. It's when they can make their whole country, they 50-something countries in Africa, Each leader can make their own country well, and the people in there living well, because they have the resources. Each leader work on their own country, so everybody in their country is doing well. And if you got anything left over, then that you really don't have to let nobody come in and take the wealth. I'm quite sure they wealth somewhere else, because they say Africa have 30% of the wealth, so they somewhere else that got 60% or 70%. It ain't all in Africa, so find the rest of it. And quit going into Africa, taking the resources and leaving the people with nothing. Even little children out there in the mines. I got a problem. I really do have a problem, because we've been watching these videos and TV where the children is sick. They're just sick. The mothers trying to just don't have nothing to help with their sick children. And where is all this sickness coming from? It's being put in Africa, because they want them dead so they can go in and get the resources without having to answer to anybody. The greed of America, the greed of France, the greed of Germany, the greed of China, the greed and the lack of humanity. I just got a problem with that. I don't even feel nothing for this country. I was born here, but I just feel like this is just hell on earth. Nothing good. I don't know anything good that I have lived, because everything I tried, it nothing. It's like something been blocking me all my life. It's just not a good place. And now I'm seeing the people that's rich, all they just had to sell their soul to Satan and just do for anything. And people, women, talking about they want their daughters to be like Beyonce. Beyonce should be the last person on earth that you want your daughter to be like. The stuff that Beyonce is doing for the and got a pimp for her husband, because he's pimping her out. Got her on drugs. So you don't want to be like Beyonce, because Beyonce, you got a pure demon in her. And everybody talking about Beyonce. Oh, no, honey, you don't want to be like no Beyonce. And I keep coming across these videos with these little girls dancing to Where That Fan At. I got my boots on the ground, where the fan at. And I heard a woman explain what that song is about. And it's about having sex from the backside. So I don't know if it's the from the rectum or from the vagina. I don't know. But that's the fan from the backside. I could, but it just popped in my head. I just saw an image of it. I ain't gonna say it. I just saw the image of what that song means, but I'm not gonna say it. And he got his boots on the ground. But anyway, little girls, and they just throwing it. Do you know the freaks that's out here that like little children, that'll watch your daughter and try to find out where she at? And y'all got it all on video thinking that's cute. They grown men thinking that's cute too. Lord have mercy. If your people don't realize Some of these people that just pure lust, that's full of lust, they don't care the age of a child. They could be newborn. If you got a husband or a boyfriend that just full of lust demons, you can't even protect, you can't even trust him around your child, his own child, because you got men that mess with their own children, girl or boy. So you can't just have your children out here dancing in it all kind of ways, little children, because you don't know who's watching them. But anyway, I really need to get off of here. How long have I been talking? I'm going to get off of here. And y'all keep praying for me, because I'm telling you, these people is really trying to destroy my health, trying to destroy my sister, you know, and they just doing whatever they feel like doing to my body. They just feel like they just do it, you know, like they got the rights to destroy my body and my health. But anyway, y'all just keep praying. Those of you who can reach God, keep praying for me. I got to figure out how to get me and my sister out of this neighborhood and out of this house. And I don't know how to do it, because my money is I let somebody just do my money any kind of way when I was saving it. And the way I was saving money back then, I'm not even doing that anymore. So that's how I was able to save up money. But anyway, y'all be blessed in the Lord.